everybody, my name is Wrestling Figure Mania and I'm here to show you Elite Series 9 Randy Orton. Now, as you can see right here, this is one that I picked up mint in box a couple months ago for about $30. I think this is the first ever Elite Randy Orton figure, which is really fascinating. I believe this takes place... doesn't say, but it does have some information back here about, where, some information about Randy Orton as he falls over. Just some information about Randy Orton, his menacing face. This figure takes place in 2009, back in his heel run when he was with Legacy. So that's what this figure is based off of, and it is pretty good. So we're going to get into the thick of it momentarily, but before we do, I'm going to ask you guys to just subscribe, because I can't get that ad revenue until I get 1,000 subs, and I'm only about a third away there, so so we'll get there eventually. Let's get on to the review. Now, first of all, we need to take a look at this t-shirt that he's wearing. This was just one of Randy Orton's shirts back in the day. Honestly, I don't really think it fits him that well. I think it would fit somebody like, CM Punk or Kane way better than did Randy Orton. I guess it's supposed to be, judging by the eyes right there, I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a snake in a gas mask. It looks stupid, but whatever. It's that old fabric that Mattel used to use. It's not quite like the modern day fabric that they use. It's like, kind of like a cloth than a fabric. It feels like something you would use on a hand towel, rather than the modern stuff, which looks more like this. It's more like that dry fit stuff, more see-through nowadays. But yeah, back then they used this hard like linen back then. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this kind of shirt. They used it for the first 14 or 15 Elite Series before they finally changed to this style. I don't know how to feel about it. I think it looks a little bit worse. As you can see, it kind of sticks out right there. But I don't know. I feel like it was... I'm not too big of a fan of it. I feel like the Velcro wears out a lot more easier on these. It attracts dirt and dust way easier. And I just don't think it looks as good. So I think they made the right choice switching to the modern day type of t-shirt. But we're not just here to talk about the t-shirt. Let's talk about the figure itself. Here he is in the flesh, Randy Orton the Viper. I think they did an exceptional job on this figure. Look at these tattoos. They look amazing. Also, what's interesting is that they went for this green attire when Randy Orton was wearing a lot of red back then. But I don't know. He still hasn't switched them like 14 years later. But I actually think it's really cool looking. I think it puts more of that snake vibe than the red ones do. But I don't really think it fits Randy Orton as a person better this way. But let's go to the face here. It's alright. I think the hair, they kind of botched it. Randy Orton back then, see on the box, he was more bald at this time. I don't really think they did a good job with this hair here. It looks kind of weird. It just kind of makes him look like he's like a weird bowl cut of some kind. I think the facial expression looks like him enough. I like the eyes. They look good. But, the hair is the biggest thing I have a problem with. And you will see this a lot when you're looking at old figures, is the faces and the hair and the minute details. They're not as quality as they are today. Because these figures were made 11 years ago, and Mattel didn't know if these figures were going to be a success. So they did not put as much effort into them as they did today. So, let's move down, though. I like how the effort they put into these tattoos. They were definitely putting, you could definitely tell Randy Orton was a top superstar. This CM Punk came out 2 years later, and the tattoos just look atrocious. But, this Randy Orton, they did a great job with these tattoos. I like how that one looks, and this one, pretty great in all honesty. Moving down, nothing too special here, except for these boots. Definitely keep an eye on these, because back in the day, these they used these like thicker bottoms for these basic black boots. Like you can see, like the little like thin line at the bottom was a lot thicker than it is today. So these boots are ever so slightly different than the modern ones, which is a very interesting and pretty insignificant detail in the grand scheme of things. Overall, I give this figure a 4 out of 5. I'd say that they did a good job with the face. The shirt, I mean, it's a Randy Orton shirt, I guess, but, you know, the material's kind of whack, but I don't know. I can't really complain about it too much. It's at least it's not rubber like his next one. But overall, I just think the head they kind of botched. But other than that, I think they did the best that they could with this figure. So I'm going to give it credit where it's deserved. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because I need that head revenue. And check out my other videos as well. I've got a whole back catalog going back about 5 years of different figure videos that I've made. So if you enjoy wrestling figures, definitely give it a watch. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.